back to BJP Lifestyle, guys. I hope you're having a great day. If you're new here, make sure you click the subscribe button down below right now to be notified when new videos go live. New videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. here on the channel. Now today, guys, I'm back at the same spot that I've always been. There's a bunch of people around here watching me record this, and it's sunny. It's like 100 degrees again today. Super hot. I love it. I always decide to record these videos on 100 degree days, and I'm just out here sweating like I don't even know what you sweat like, but anyways, today we're going to be testing out like the launch control. So I previously had tested out the 0 to 60 times with the taser on the Jeep, which if you guys don't have a taser to test your own 0 to 60, you guys can check out that link in the top of the description. They have it on eBay and stuff like that, and you guys can get one. Now, in this situation, like I said, we're going to be testing it out with like the launch control settings. I wish you could see this big weird dragonfly bug that just landed on my camera. Hopefully he flies off on his own and I don't have to swat him or maybe kill him. I'm gonna test it with like the launch control type setting where you put your foot on the brake and then get it up to like 3,500 RPMs or whatever RPM level you want to get to, and then you'll take it off the line as fast as you can. Previously, when I was testing it, I was just swapping off the brake onto the gas, you know, and that probably affected my times a little bit. And I was doing the same thing in the racing video, which if you haven't seen those videos, check them out up here. They'll pop up. They'll also be in the Jeep playlist down in the description or on my channel. You guys can find those. I have a video where I raced my friend and I smoked his Eco Diesel, which I also wasn't doing this, so maybe I should have been doing this. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and hop in now. I'm gonna go with the POV drive on the hat so you guys can actually get a POV of this, and we're gonna see the 0 to 60 and see if it gets any better than what we had previously got, because last time it did drop down a little bit from the first time that I did it after I put like the intake and the exhaust and the wheels and tires and whatever else. But we're gonna go ahead and see what happens, so let's go ahead and jump in now, strap the GoPro up, and we'll see what's happened. So I'm gonna catch you guys right now. All right guys, so we got the GoPro set up here, you guys can see. Now we're gonna go into our taser settings, which to get to these, we're gonna go to our audio settings and then click these two buttons like this. And then we're gonna swap through until we get to the 0 to 60 timer, which should come up towards the end. All right, so it says 0 to 60 there, you guys can see. So now we're gonna pull up here somewhere and find a good spot to do this. Wanna make sure everything is secure in the car because I'm gonna floor it, obviously. So let's go ahead and pull up here. Make sure no one's coming because there's like a million people over here, which usually it's an empty street. So that's super weird. So we're gonna go up here and like I said, we'll test it 0 to 60 like this, as well as just with sport mode on. I'm gonna turn the AC off. It's gonna kill me, but I'm going to in fact do it just for the sake of the video for you guys. So hopefully you guys appreciate me sweating and dying for this. I also feel like I could test it a couple other different ways, but I'm gonna go right to the same spot that I tested this before. So let's go to 60, but we're gonna just stop right here. It's gonna say start 60, so we're gonna go foot on the brake. You guys can enjoy my nice legs, and we're gonna go foot on the brake, and then we're gonna rev it up. Probably about 2,500, I'd say. All right, so that was 7 seconds. I just braked with my left foot. I don't know what I was doing there. I was a little bit confused, but so that was 7 seconds at about 2,500 RPM to start. Now, one thing I do want to say with that, I floored it all the way to the floor. So I want to test that because I've been told by the actual company that makes the throttle controller, which will also be linked down below, that you're going to want to do it just about quarter throttle. Otherwise, you're basically resetting it back to its kind of factory setting of basically a default throttle. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn around here, and then we'll go ahead and get another run in. If we go ahead and stop here, I'm gonna actually set the throttle controller now to Ultimate 9, do the same thing. It's about 2,500 RPMs, and then we'll switch it up again. So foot on the brake, that one was 7.050 seconds. So again, foot on the brake, we're gonna go ahead and rev it up to about 2,500. You notice it kind of lagged out there, which is kind of interesting to me. So this is completely matted. That one was 8. I think I did mess up a little bit there, so I'm gonna actually redo that one again with just the same thing. It was kind of weird there. It kind of like you saw the RPMs go up and then drop because it was like it's not going. So yeah, the car did not like it, and like I said, that's the problem with this, is like I feel like the car does not like revving in with the brake held like that. So I don't want to ruin my car and break something, but I'm doing it here to test it for the video. So if it happens, then guess what, I have a really expensive video on my hands, and yeah, I basically messed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn around once more, and this time we're gonna do the same thing with it matted, because that one was way high for what it was supposed to be. So we're gonna do the same thing, matted again, and this is with it set to ultimate 9. So I'm kind of curious to see what's gonna happen here if I do the same thing with it matted on ultimate 9 whatever, and actually test it. So let's see what happens, and then we'll test it, like I said, with just the with just about quarter throttle like they told me to do. So we're gonna stop right here. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing, brake all the way in. So it was a little bit faster, 7.039. It kind of did take off a little bit faster, it felt like, but still, like I said, it wasn't like a huge difference. It's not anything super crazy for me. So we're gonna go ahead and test this again. This time we're gonna do quarter throttle with it ultimate 9 and then ultimate 2 and see if it changes. It's also not with sport mode on, so we'll do both of those tests right now. I'm actually just pull over right here and let all these people go so that they can get out of my way. And then yeah, we'll go ahead and test it. Like I said, there's nobody ever on this road, and for some reason today the whole entire state and the whole entire world is over here, so it's pretty fantastic to, you know, be having everyone here. But we're gonna do that 0 to 60 right here quick before this car comes. So we're gonna stop, and this is gonna be a quarter throttle without sport mode on. So we're gonna go. So it was 8 seconds. So I feel like if I do it with the thing mashed, I actually get a better amount. So I'm not really too sure about that quarter throttle thing. So, you know, maybe I'm doing something wrong, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just how it is. So I'm gonna turn around in here, and we'll go ahead and swing back and then do this one with sport mode on, because I'm curious if it's gonna be any better, because like I said, it was like 8 seconds there, but I feel like it should definitely be a faster time than 8 seconds with the sport mode on. And just in general, I feel like it should be better than that 8 seconds with flooring it like that. So like I said, when I mash it all the way, I'm getting a much better time, but if I tap it, I don't know, it's interesting. It's super weird how these things work. We're gonna go ahead and test this one here and see what we get. The car's probably not very happy with me with the fact that it's like really hot out. It's like 90 right now. So we're gonna go ahead and literally just stop right here in the middle of this road right here, because it's a pretty good strip to do it. And we'll click on sport mode, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Left foot on the brake, we're gonna set it to forward a little bit. So that one was 8 seconds. Again, that's super weird. It almost like was delayed compared to the 7 that I had previously. So it's super weird. I really just don't know what's changing that's making it any different, because I'm doing the same thing where I'm flooring it up to 2500 and just flooring it. So I guess maybe the hill over here could be throwing it off a little bit, that it's a little bit of a hill and it's picking up a little bit faster. But either way, it's still a little bit interesting to me that like nothing is really changing it at all. So I guess for the most part, all these mods that I've done to my Jeep are not really going to change or affect anything on your car, because it's still the same. I like driving on like Ultimate 2 because it's nice for parking lots and stuff where it's not too responsive, but yeah, it's still not that bad. So let me know in the comments down below if there's other things that maybe you guys notice that I'm doing wrong that could improve the time of this, because I'm getting either 7 or 8. I'm not sure what I'm doing differently between the 7 and the 8 either. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing around here. We'll jump out and we'll talk about it. Yeah, I'm curious and I want to know what you guys think and what your input is as far as the different times and the different speeds, because like I said, I was getting like 7 seconds or 8 seconds depending on the different changes and stuff, which doesn't really make any sense because it probably should just stay pretty linear since everything is pretty much the same. I also just want to note before you guys commented down below, yeah, I forgot to turn the AC off and I just realized that now, and I probably would have been sweating really bad if I did. But that probably affected it a little bit, but I think the amount that it affected it is very minuscule. And then if I go in here, if you guys have the off-road pages, you guys can go in and check your actual like temperatures and stuff like that. So let's bring that up now and see what we have for temperatures before we close out this video. I'm not even sure what the normal temperatures are supposed to be. I've noticed the oil pressure is usually around 30 psi, and that goes to like 32 when I floor it, and that's pretty much it. But you can see the coolant temperature is pretty good, oil temp's pretty good. I mean, maybe the oil temp's a little bit high, but I feel like it's pretty good right there. But let me know what you guys have for temperatures down below. It looks like the trans temp is actually a little bit high, and that's probably from me just flooring it and doing a little brake thing. So we're gonna relax on that for a bit now here. But yeah, let me know down below in the comment section what you guys would do a little bit different or a little bit better in situations like this. Obviously, I don't have a launch control button because it's not an SRT. There's no launch control anywhere in the V6, but that's basically how you can like simulate a launch control setting, because that's basically what your launch control is going to be, is just foot on the brake and floor it. As you can see, it went to about 2500 and then dropped off, so it's probably a little safety feature so you don't just sit there and rev it and blow up your engine or your transmission, stuff like that. But yeah, I wanted to test that for you guys, and you know, if it's the one that breaks, then I'll have to start the GoFundMe down below. But let's hop outside, get on the camera, and close out this video for you guys. All right, guys, so I hope you got some information or a little bit of enjoyment out of that video. You can tell it's super sunny out here. Like, I really just cannot see a single thing. But yeah, the V6 Jeep just really isn't that quick after you drive either a 392 SRT, or like I've been driving the Scat Packs. I've driven like 3 this week. So the Scat Pack is just, it's so much more responsive, it's so much faster, and I realize that now. So like after I drive the 392, obviously you're going from a V6 to a V8, so obviously it's gonna be faster, more power and stuff like that, but it's just so much more torquey, and it's just so much more fun. And then I get in this and it just doesn't sound as good and everything, and I just, you know, maybe I just need to get something else, I don't know. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this little speed test and what I can do to improve it, because you guys told me before about the things that I was doing wrong, so I'm sure that there's going to be something else that you guys can say that I could improve on next time as well. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button down below, help the YouTube algorithm, help this video out to more people, of course help the channel grow. And on that same note, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you click the subscribe button down below right now to be notified when new videos go live. New videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. here on the channel. Of course, check out Shop Lifestyle, get yourself some lifestyle merch. But thanks for watching, guys. Peace!